Well, I'm here in the Rhino greenhouse amongst all of the tomato foliage, aubergines, chilies, lots of other seedlings growing. It's a really exciting time of year. And finally, the sunshine came towards the end of June. So let's keep our fingers crossed that July is the same. So at this time of year, your fruits will be growing and ripening, especially cucumbers, tomatoes. I'm growing melons, which is what I'm going to tell you all about today. There has been less bees and butterflies and lacewings, all of the pollinators that we would usually see, probably because we had that cold, wet spell that went on a little bit too long. So if you do have anything that's flowering that needs pollinating, you might just need to give it a little tickle or with a little paintbrush and just take the pollen around the flowers, moving it all about just like a pollinator would on the plant. These have been absolutely fine, so you may not need to do it, but I can definitely say, unfortunately, I've seen far less pollinators on the plot and out and about in general this year. In fact, I was even at a place in Norfolk called Natural Surroundings, which is a wildflower garden, and the owners there were saying exactly the same thing. So let's keep our fingers crossed again that the lovely weather maintains itself throughout the summer and the pollinators come out to play again, because it's always a joy to see your garden and allotment alive, isn't it? So the Rhino greenhouse vents have definitely been put to work. The door has been open most days, all day as well. Sometimes I close it up at night, but I keep it ajar sometimes also if it's particularly hot. But I have been growing melons in my greenhouse and also outside as well. People often think that melons can't be grown in the UK, but we have greenhouses, so we can, and polytunnels even, but also there are some varieties that can be grown outside, and I grow some inside and outside, and I'm going to show you how to do that successfully today.
So you can see here the melon plant looks very much like a cucumber. It grows in the same way, so it's trailing. If you're growing in the greenhouse, you'll need supports with string or bamboo canes as well. This one's growing outside, so I will support that with some bricks to lift the fruits up off the soil so they don't rot. This is actually a watermelon called Black Jewel. I'm giving that a go as well. You'll need to keep them watered regularly. They are going to need moisture. They do like humidity as well, so we need that sun to shine, and you need to keep that soil moist as well. I do recommend removing some of the fruit so it's not too heavy, not too full of too many fruits, because to get that sweetness and a good size, you need to probably have no more than 4 to 6 per vine, maybe 6 undercover and 4 outside. Here's one I made earlier. This is one of the last melons I harvested last year.
So I think gardening is all about experimentation. So if I hear someone say, you can't grow that in the UK, then I like to give it a go. And so far, I've grown loads of things here on my allotment in Norfolk with the help of the Rhino greenhouse. So gardening's an experiment. Just enjoy it, see what you can get to grow, and happy July gardening.